For well over 4 years now, we've heard almost ad infinitum that there is no military solution in Syria. Words usually spoken by Western warmongers who simultaneously promote their military objectives in the region. There is no military solution in Syria. But that's not true. One side could see its combat capabilities increasingly crumble, resulting in the indisputable victory of the other. Or both sides could become exhausted of the fighting, triggering a negotiated settlement. In more ways than one, there is a military resolution to the conflict in Syria. But before unpacking what a potential solution would look like, let us first take note of the actors. Inflicting terror upon the people of the region are Daesh, otherwise known as ISIS. You got Jabhat al-Nusra and other assorted death squads, supported by several NATO countries and Israel, with the US and its Persian Gulf allies providing the training, the funding, and the air support. Those opposing terrorism include the Syrian Arab Army, Kurdish fighting forces, local and regional Shiite militias, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and the Lebanese resistant group Hezbollah, as well as the Russian Air Force. Now, even though them heathens are well funded and well equipped, the idea that ISIS is some global monstrosity that will take decades to defeat is a myth. A false narrative, if you will, propagated by those responsible for setting these death squads in motion in the first place. The reality is, ISIS is a mercenary army that has already suffered major losses as well as major defections since Russian fighter jets began targeting their positions weeks ago. And like any other army, ISIS has established supply lines in order to meet their logistical needs. These supply lines are found along the Turkish border, just west of Jarablus, and if this corridor is strangled and cut off, not only would their losses at the hands of Damascus, Tehran, and Moscow continue, but shipments of ammunition, food, refined gasoline, medical supplies, and of course, reinforcements would cease. ISIS crumbles in a matter of weeks. Now, this is by no means the only military solution, just an example of one. And of course, other considerations remain. Namely, what are the political dimensions to solving this conflict? To what extent has the Wahhabi ideology spread? And how can we bring about its destruction? Will a more cooperative global paradigm emerge and challenge the status quo that manufactures conflict in Southwest Asia and elsewhere? Like I said, in addition to the bombs and bullets, there's a lot more to be considered. Questions to which we may not know the answers right now. However, there is a military solution in Syria. That we do know.